Hello, and welcome to Planet S. Now, I know nothing about this game, but
I'm sure this is going to go perfectly well.
thanks for the foreboding statement past me. But anyway,
I don't think I need a tutorial.
I then spent the next few minutes trying to figure out how to turn off the tutorial. Don't judge past me, okay? He tried his best. Anyway, this is a game called Planet S, so I figured we should start by colonising a planet. I looked at them all and carefully selected the... Oh, well, we can't use that one because it has no resources on it. But anyway, I chose this planet. I placed down our colonisation obelisk, and then the game started telling me to mine clay. The game thinks that our people are going to live in mud huts. I disagree. We can't afford that. They're going to be living in the field. So I built some mines and then some brick smelters because tax value, and then I started building. I built fields, I built houses, I built farms, deleted those farms because I didn't like them, but I built more houses to make up for it. People don't need food, they just need empty houses. We were losing money, so I remedied the situation by building some more factories. It didn't help. Turns out factories need power. We didn't have much of that, as you can see. We were losing more money by the second. I solved this by building more houses. It didn't work, and I immediately started looking for backup planet B. I couldn't really find a good one, considering you needed resources to colonize a planet. But the issue of our first colony was we didn't have resources. So I don't know how that was going to work. I went back to our first colony and tried to figure out how to fix it. I couldn't figure it out. So I just started building more, and we had a power outage. Those things happen, and they definitely couldn't be prevented by building things. I then upgraded our houses because I don't know what my plan was here. We had a fuel deficit, and I decided to make it worse. Good thing we discovered coal then. It's not like we'd need a breathable atmosphere on this planet. We only have, hundreds of people living here? They don't need to breathe. I then quickly ran into the issue of running out of coal. I didn't fix this. Instead, I built more factories. This did not help. As you can see, we were losing more money. Very limited money. I turned to the research tree, which I just discovered. It didn't hold any answers. It just held better clothing. Don't know what we were going to do with that if we couldn't make it. No, this wasn't going to help us. How's Planet B coming along? It isn't. So how about we just move to the other side of the planet? Nope, it needs power too. Huh. Well, I guess we're going to have to fix the crisis. Darn it, hate it when that happens. Ooh, look, shiny. Can we do that instead? No. Well, that's a shame. Ooh, copper. Iron? No, it's a power crisis. Just when you think you're onto something. I decided to fix this power crisis by destroying windmills. Unique strategy, it was a failure. This game is difficult. I can't seem to figure it out. We lose power, so I destroy windmills, and we just lose more power. It's weird. I built another colonization obelisk on the same planet in hopes that it would make people forget about the first colony and just move over there. They didn't. We still owed the people a lot of money. But, as they say, I'm the ruler of this planet, so I know no one nothing. I then built a ship dockyard, because if I can build myself a ship and just abandon this planet right as soon as it hits the peak of tax value, I can leave with my pockets stuffed. this didn't work because apparently the ships are only useful for colonization and trade. Seeing as we only had one planet, we couldn't trade. Time for planet B, I guess. I figured out how to colonize this planet, and I kind of tried to use my brain here a little. I was like, if we place our colony right in the node of all the resources, then we can gather it faster. And look, I'm even starting to figure out how the trade system worked. It took me a while, okay? Be proud, okay? Yeah, it's tricky. You have to input the both colonies and then say what you want to trade. This simple system really baffled me for quite the while. Hey, if I had to sit and look at this screen for a long time, you are too. How's Colony 1 getting along? We haven't checked on it in a while. Colony 1 is lost. I can't find it. It's somewhere on this planet. I'm almost certain I left it on a planet. There's only 2 planets I own. How have I lost it? You'd be surprised how often I lost colonies. Like, they take up a good surface area, and I lost quite a few of them. Anyway, I started Colony B for one very specific reason. Coal. We were running out of it desperately. Look at the amount of power shortages. So, if we had more coal, we could build more pollutant factories. We weren't getting any coal, because I messed up the trade system. We were now losing money at an increasing rate, and we still had no power. So, time to colonize another planet for all the coal we could get. Don't worry about the locals, they don't exist, I promise. I then decided to colonize this desert planet because it was there. We didn't have the resources to colonize another planet, but I wanted to put a flag somewhere. You know, I have all these flags, nowhere to put them. So, sounds like a good time to start a massive global colonization. Global, more like solar systemal? Yeah, anyway, we're colonizing the entire planets. I then spent a while trying to figure out how the farms worked in this game. It was weird. They seem to produce at different rates, so you can't just build 10 farms and get 10 lots of a resource. It's more like you build one farm and it will produce 10 of something, and you build another one and it will produce 4. This really just scarpered all of my plans. I had farms just all over the place. I think there's a system to it. I didn't figure it out, but I think there is. I decided that the factories were to blame, and I just built more of them. Now that we've got our money issues under control, how about we colonize another planet? So I loaded up a ship, looked for a planet, fixed the trade system because we weren't getting any coal, and I decided that we should look for a planet. We colonized a desert planet, 3 tundra planets. How about an icy planet? Yeah. What have they got here? Snow? Ice? Nothing useful? Fantastic. Definitely worth the people that froze to death. Anyway, leaving that colony aside to have its frostpunk nightmares over there, we go back to Colony A, who is surprisingly doing well. I may be terrible at this game, but fewer people are dying than they were at the start of the game. I'd call that improvement. Less deaths is a positive if they give you taxes. Now, the issue is, not everyone's giving me taxes. I built more storage loggers because I believed that the amount of items I had was the issue. Wasn't. That didn't fix anything. It's at this point that I started to get kind of lost of what to do. The game seems pretty just build the thing, then go and build the next thing to build the next thing so you can build the next thing. Yeah. I don't know if I like that kind of style, considering I put so much time in and I invent a whole new video format for my videos, and I don't get much out of it. Other than a blanket over my TV to make the audio slightly better. Well, let's fix the trade network. I suppose that's something we can do. So, I think this video format works better in games like RimWorld or even Minecraft or The Sims. It's just not great for this game. I know there is multiplayer and you can play with bots. I just didn't know how to do that in this game. If you'd like to see me do a more active version of this game, I suppose I could do that, but I just didn't find it that enjoyable. Honestly, it's not much of a game. It's more like a watch the number get bigger simulator. And they can be fun. It's just, I think it's whenever you're playing on your own for 6 hours and you only get 13 minutes of anything useful in it. I don't know. It does take a long time, and there are ways you can fix that. So I'm not saying the game is bad. It is actually really fun. It's enjoyable to just have your brain melt away into the grind of getting to the next house level. But I don't think it's really worth all of the field building and field building and field building and field building, because that just kind of feels what this game is at this point. But on the less dreary and a little more cheerly note, I do think I can make this game work. If you want to see that, of course. I could do the same format with Shogun Total War or Empire Total War or Imperator War. I butchered those names. Imperator Rome. But yeah, I could even do this with Minecraft, I suppose. It just depends. I don't know if I will do this again. But anyway, guys, I may be done colonizing planets. How about you go and colonize the subscribe button? Not cutting that out. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!